Hello everyone, it's Courtney, and today on my channel I decided to do a random thing, which was just to show you guys how I plan out my calendar every month, and how I organize it and things like that so that I know where I'm going every day. Because I like to use my phone a lot when I'm on the go, but at a quick glance, especially in college, it's easy to see when all of my classes are color coordinated and things like that, rehearsals, stuff like that, so that when I'm planning things on the fly, if I'm on the phone with someone, I can just figure out if I have time to do something with them or if I'm planning something or whatever. So I'm going to show you that today. I know it's a couple months into October already, so I probably should have already done this, but I wanted to show you guys anyway how I do it and what goes into it. So I have my monthly calendar here, but let's go ahead and get into it. So I have my calendar here. It is a whiteboard calendar, and pretty simple. I also have my computer up here, as you can see, with my monthly schedule. So I know this seems a little redundant to have a whiteboard calendar and a computer calendar going at the same time. And of course my computer calendar is on my cloud, so it syncs up to my phone as well. So it seems a little redundant, I know, but the difference between the whiteboard calendar and the computer calendar is that the whiteboard calendar can be color coordinated by class, by rehearsal, and then just by external events. So at a quick glance, I can see what's due when, and it makes it really easy. So I just have a tissue with me here to wipe off last month's calendar. Sometimes it can get a little dry and crusty, so if it is too dry or if there's like something that's not wiping off easily enough, I'll take either like a Clorox wipe or some spray cleaner and I'll just wipe it off. So looks like we're okay here, and I won't need to get my cleaner for this. But there are a couple of sore spots, but otherwise it's pretty okay, nice and clean. I love to have a really nice white whiteboard because I don't like when there's residue from previous events and things like that. It doesn't look nice. And sometimes these squares can get pretty full, so I like to make sure that they're clean. So there's that. And then the first thing I do is I take my black marker, I circle the month, which it is October, and then I go week by week numbering the days, because what happens sometimes if I put the dates in all the squares and then go to write stuff in the boxes, it'll smudge the dates below it. So I go week by week, and in this case, October 1st was on a Saturday, of course, so that makes things a little bit harder. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just put in my stuff that was on Saturday on the 2nd. So the first thing I like to do is go through my homework app, which I can kind of show you guys here. And my homework app is here. So here is my homework app, and basically the way it works is that it color codes all of my classes here, and then over here it lists them out. Now this is my all homework view. I can go by class and just look at the class on its own, and that's kind of what I do when I'm making my calendar, so you'll see how that comes into play more later, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick glimpse into what it was. So the first thing I'm going to do, obviously since this was a Saturday, I'm just going to go back to my calendar app. I'm going to put these desktops next to each other so they're easier to access. I'm just going to check out Saturday, and I like to go with a weekly view because it really breaks it down and makes it easier. So on Saturday, the only two things I did was a rehearsal, and I put all of my rehearsals, anything pertaining to my honors thesis, in red. So I'm just going to write that down here, which I had rehearsal. And then black is all my external events, so I actually went to a dance on Saturday too, so I'm going to go ahead and write that in as well. It was called the Blockbuster Ball, and it was at, I also do my time in military time, so just to show you guys that real fast. It might be backwards, but I do my time in military time, so 6 o'clock is 1800 hours. So that was Saturday, pretty simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on to the next week. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna number it. Now because homework is more important than external events, I'm gonna go ahead and just mark all of the homework that I have for this particular week. So I'm going to go back to the external events and rehearsals that I had. So on Sunday the 2nd, So just so you guys know, in order of the way I do things, it's homework, rehearsals, or anything in my thesis, and then external events after that. In this case, I had some rehearsals, so I had so I'm going to mark all of my rehearsals for this week. And that is all my rehearsals for this week. I didn't schedule a lot towards the end of the week because I have family events at home. And the last thing I'm going to do is mark any external events I have. Now, it doesn't look like I have anything externally except for my family event this weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that. I also know I have a dentist's appointment, so I'm going to go ahead and mark that as well. And that's the end of this week. So I'm going to go ahead and mark the rest of the days. What I like to do is I go by class so that I can pick up a marker at a time and mark what needs to be done by a certain time. So I have a quiz in a class here. But I don't have anything else for this class. This is an online class. Things are only due once a week. So I'm good with that one. And then I just go back to a different class. I pick up that marker specifically, and then I can mark all of the things for this week, which of course there's only one. So I'm going to go back to another class. This has a bunch of stuff during this week, so I'm going to head and grab my purple marker for this class and mark everything for this class and my last class. This one only has one thing. So pretty light week, which is nice. But that's basically it. So I'm going to go back now to my cloud calendar. The week that I have written out, I'm going to go and put in my rehearsals. And now lastly is enter all external events that pertain to this. So for these days in particular, I have fall break. I'll write that in the boxes, and I split it up between the two so that I can see that it's both days. I have someone's birthday. My classes for next semester are being released on this day, and that is all for that week. So now I'm just going to finish my calendar. And that is everything. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it gave you a couple tips on how to organize your own calendar at home for maybe classwork, or if you play sport for practices and things like that. So I do hope you enjoyed this. I hope if you use any of these tips or any of my own processes at home, please let me know in the comments below. I'll give this video a thumbs up. And thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye!